Last time on the Las Vegas Outlaws expansion series, we created the Las Vegas Outlaws because Vegas needs a team, and I also gave a team to Nashville, but I figured Vegas would be more fun. We drafted an expansion draft, and we put together our staff, and then we lost our first game against the Nashville Stars because, well, let me show you. So this is what I'm talking about. Nashville Stars, in our expansion draft, really just went best player available. They weren't really thinking about contracts or anything. So they have John Wall's big old contract. They got Paul George's big old extension that he signed with the Clippers this offseason. Got Drew Holiday's pretty big contract, and Draymond, and then Joe Harris. Like, between those guys alone, oh god, I don't want to do math right now. So with those 5 players, thank God for calculators, $156 million this year alone for those 5 players. And as you can see, they're almost 71 million over the cap and are paying or they're way over luxury tax actually. Eesh. So they're either going to look to trade people or I don't know, decline options on these couple of rookie extensions. That's just rough for them salary cap wise. But looking at our team, yeah, we're a little bit over too. Possibly trade Goran Dragic because he is on the last year of his deal and he is older. And at this point, we could still get something decent for him, and that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Could also trade away Marc Gasol. But yeah, I mean, looking at what our team's going to look like next season, I mean, we're going to possibly lose 4 players. So I might make the Goran Dragic trade sooner rather than later because we're 3-5. I simulated a couple of games because I was figuring some stuff off screen. And yeah, we're 3-5. We are averaging 103.5 points a game, shooting 44% from the field and 31% from 3. If we take a look at our team stats, oh God, let's see. We are the worst offensive team in the league. And we are the second worst defensive. Oh no, we're actually second best defensive team in the league. And we have the 20th best point differential of negative 3.6. So yeah, our overall field goal percentage is second to worst in the entire league. Our 3-point percentage is third to worst in the entire league. And we have the worst free throw shooting in the entire league. So, safe to say, we've got some room for improvement. So another thing that I did off screen was set up some player mentorships, because if this is going to be a long rebuild, we may as well get as best results as we can out of it. So I have Obi Toppin being mentored by Kyle Kuzma, which Kuzma's only 3 years older than Toppin, but you know, he's got more badges. We have Marcus Smart mentoring Nickeil Alexander-Walker, trying to get him some defensive badges so that Nah can be a defensive nightmare as a 2-guard, because 2 guards need to be really good defenders. Darius Baisley is being mentored by Clint Capella, because Clint Capella's an amazing rebounder and interior defender, and if we can get Baisley to be at that level while also be able to do everything he does on the perimeter, then yeah, why wouldn't we take that? It'd basically be like having a better shooting John Collins. So as you can see at the top of the screen, we are 11th in the conference. We are very close to having a spot in the play-in, but it's the first week of November, the end of the first week of November. You know, I'm not necessarily worried about it. But let's see what a Goran Dragic trade could possibly look like right now. So Buddy Hield came up in a trade. We'd have to give up a second and Dragic to get him. Buddy Hield, though, he's not been great this year. He's getting 24 minutes a night. Is he a backup? Would Buddy Hield be backing up Tyrese Halliburton? And sure enough, Buddy freaking Hield, one of the better three-point shooters in the entire league, is backing up Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, we can use the shooting. He's on a 3-year deal. Yes, I know how trades work. I've been doing this for a very hot minute. So now we have Buddy Hield on the roster, and Buddy Hield is going to be starting right away. Marcus Smart is still going to play that 6-man role. No, actually, Marcus Smart was starting, wasn't he? So, Cam Payne, Buddy Hield, Tim Hardaway, Aaron Gordon, and Clint Capella. We might end up being the best defensive team the rest of this season. Real quick, though, I want to see... okay. Let's think about this logically. Aaron Gordon is making a freaking butt ton of money for the next 5 years. But if you really look at it, I mean, he's not one of the top players in the league, so he's not going to command like $30 million a year. And with how he's actually playing so far this season, 10.5 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists on 45% from the field. Sabonis, on the other hand, is a year younger. He's an 8-point jump in overall. You know what? I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Can I swap that pick for next year's and 2 seconds? They want Taco Fall on another first, and they'll give us Jeremy Lamb. Jeremy Lamb's old, dude. I don't necessarily want him. Tell you what, take the pick out of there. I'll take Taco Fall out of there, and a 2026 first. I can make that up. There we go. Now we have Sabonis on the team, and we didn't really even have to give up all that much. We gave up our first next year, a second, and a first in 2026. So today, in this wonderful new world where there's 32 NBA teams, we have a team that has Buddy Hield, Domantas Sabonis, and Clint Capella. We will go ahead and sim up to this day. All right, so we beat the Hawks. That's awesome. Mitchell Robinson and Taj Gibson for Obi Toppin and Ish Smith. No, I'm not taking that trade. That's a terrible trade. And then we beat the Timberwolves, who we have beaten previously. We beat them a lot worse last time. Let's go ahead and see. Buddy Hield led us in scoring. Sabonis and Capella both had very similar games. Sabonis actually hit 2 threes, though, so that's pretty cool. Buddy Hield was 6 of 14 from 3, and those are the only ones he hit all game. Jeez. And then when we played the Timberwolves, Cam Payne led us in scoring. Clint Capella still killed it on the boards. Campaign did a lot better there, and Buddy Hield got 17 points but only hit 2 threes. You guys get to see how bad I am at 2K because we're going to play a little bit against the Nashville Stars. And begin the simcast of this game. Like last time, hopefully we don't just get completely destroyed by these guys, because I want to be able to jump in here at the end and maybe play for a minute and a half, and we're up by 11. So let's see if I can blow this lead, because hey, that's usually what I'm good at, is coming into these games and just completely sucking. So we are at Outlaw Arena. I'm guessing that's what it's called. I really don't know. I haven't looked. So we'll set up a pick and roll. Good old Sabonis. And I do not know anybody's jump shot, but we got Sabonis with second chance points there. So this is the T-Mobile Arena, actually. And Clint Capella with the rebound. Campaign running the offense. Yep, and I am just trying to keep Draymond out of the paint. And there's Dwight Howard, who ain't going to do anything. There's John. What, they gave it to Xavier Tillman? Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not great at full game 2K, but what I am good at is not this. But I am not good at that either. So you guys got to see me kind of suck at 2K for a little bit. Except for hitting a green three with Tim Hardaway Jr. to give us a 14-point lead over, I'm guessing, our main rival. Really, I mean, kind of just like a spiritual rival, because, I mean, playoff implications is only going to be in the finals if these teams ever meet. But, hey, 14-point win. I got a rebound. I hit a three. I mean, hey, I call that an absolute win. With that said, we will go ahead and simulate through the end of November. And Kyle Kuzma is back from injury. He's going to go straight to our bench. He's going to be our seventh man, getting 22 minutes a night. And that pushes Tony Bradley out of the rotation. Still don't have a backup point guard, but, I mean, Knock can play backup point guard. Yeah, it's his backup position. He's not doing great, but regardless, we will make it work. Jay Crowder's an old man, isn't he? Yeah, he's 31. No, I'm declining this trade. Let's see. No, we were simulating down to here. So yeah, we're going to get destroyed a lot in this series. Whoa. What happened here? We beat the Nets by 2. They are only running a 9-man rotation with the heart attack kid, LaMarcus Aldridge. Okay, so Buddy Hield was perfect from 3. We didn't even dominate the boards, though. Like, they killed us on the boards. They had 40 defensive rebounds and 14 offensive rebounds. They had more assists, but we had more points off the bench. They had more fast break points. We had more steals. We led them by 17. And then we downed the Bucks. Clint Capella had a 25 and 17. Sabonis had 22 and 9. They combined for 5 blocks. Kuzma had the 6th. Then Baisley and Toppin had the other 2. They led us by 31. Oh, no, that was us. Never mind. We led them by 31. And that looked like it was probably, at the end of the first half. And then we only had 13 points for an entire quarter. But we beat the championship Bucks. So I'm not complaining. And then our last game of this month is against the Trailblazers, which we lose. And Clint Capella breaks his freaking leg. Really? Really? God. Well, let's come look at our rotation now. Hey, Marc Gasol is starting at center for us. Marc Gasol's not a bad player. He's just old. Because Marc Gasol is 36 years old. I mean, yeah, he's the possible Hall of Famer down the line because he was such a dominant defensive player. But let's face it, he's an old man. So if we take like him and this 2025 second, and if we can snag another small forward, because I really like having my roster evened out, and I'm going to get Justice Winslow because he's a fantastic defender and he can run backup point guard for us. So there we go. Got him from the Clips. So now Tony Bradley can start. He is much younger than Marc Gasol, like 12 years younger. Yeah, and then we can have Justice Winslow playing 10 minutes a night, coming in, being a defensive monster. But yeah, we've got 3 players on fire right now, but it's going to really suck because we don't have Clint Capella. So as we wrap up today, the Las Vegas Outlaws are 8-11 at the beginning of December. And yeah, we're still 12th in the conference. So I guess we'll have to see how we do with the Capella injury. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is going to be really fun. I'm really going to try to keep it more realistic than today, making 3 pretty big trades. But, I mean, we'll just see how things go. So until next time, send good vibes to Clint Capella, please. He really needs them.